Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, that's what it is.
That was just a genuine thought.
He was so innocent. He goes, yeah, I think I would like to rock long hair. And you were like, yeah, it would look good if you were buff.
I didn't say it like that, though.
Bro, I will leave this place. I'll be sitting in the car with Nikki. She's like, what you guys talking about? And I'm like, I don't even remember. And Can's like, I remember the sick burn on Anthony 3 months ago.
Alright, welcome back everybody to another episode of the Careful Boys. Ken, not the right time, Ken.
Yeah, Ken, you picked a really good time.
Alright, well it is time.
About you, so.
It's a good edit right here. It's a great edit.
That's the clock, everybody.
Okay, nobody understands the context of why you're showing the clock.
So right back.
And now you gotta reframe them. Oh, is that how you're gonna sit while watching the video?
Hey, scoot in closer, scoot in closer. Does a lot.
How are you gonna sit for 9 hours? You gonna sit like that for 9 hours? Huh?
Try not to move.
Yeah, are you sure you're gonna sit like that for 9 hours?
Low-key, he is mad disrespectful when he's trying to frame us up.
Yeah, I am.
He's like, stop bleeding like that.
You wanna know why?
Your mom teach you how to sit like that?
Dude, because your head is like the size of planet Earth when you like lean forward over here.
Wow.
Hey, not bad.
I don't want you to get cut off, that's all.
Wow, dude, I was trying to...
He's gonna think about that when he gets home.
Babe, you think my head is big?
I would have said Jupiter's moon low.
What the f?
This guy's a real astronomy guy. I don't even get that reference.
Alright, Ken, we want to talk about some of your favorite edits that you've done for JK videos.
Favorite edits?
But the ones you deleted.
The ones, yeah, honestly, if you guys haven't seen it, there's this running joke of me deleting footage, and the actual footage that was salvaged from that, I did screenshots and whatever, and I just kind of like had his chair empty, and I just made a bunch of stuff pop up, and I thought that was really funny because it made me laugh.
It was the me and Joe side, I remember, and you did a bunch of funny shit. It was great.
Yeah, and every time like they would say something, you can't see them, so I would have to put the screenshot of like an expression. And then that would be it. And then people were like, dude, this is like a South Park episode. Because that's how it's like all the pictures were like.
I like that one too.
Yeah. Those ones, and then.
It's probably a lot of work though, right?
It is, because
Did you charge him extra?
Find the right expression.
He deleted it and charged us extra.
See, I do a lot of extra work on this one, guys. Like, come on now.
Finding those pictures was tough.
No, because I felt, dude, I had to like make it up somehow, and then that really kind of pushed my creative side of editing, which I thought was. It was funny because it's like I felt bad for deleting it, but then I was like, honestly, this is pretty funny too.
Yeah, it actually worked out.
You made lemons out of lemonade.
Is that the one where you drag the files in your recycle bin, or is that another one?
You made lemonade out of a deleted lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes like things wouldn't get recorded. Like sometimes Bart or somebody would just forget to press record. That
blame him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's not on me at that point. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, but you can still save it with editing. So I'm gonna try my best to like throw it in. And so like I would continue that bit where I would film myself like pretending to delete the footage on purpose, and then. Here's the video where it's deleted, but then it's like that same bit of like the screenshot.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I love it when you guys take swings like that. I love all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of the funny edits now don't actually come from me personally. They come from my team, and some of them, like one of them's a dancer.
Yeah, I heard Kai is really good at funny edits.
He's like probably the best funny editor because he has like this really good comedic timing when it comes to edit.
Doesn't he only do like the funny edits on me though? Doesn't he like has something against me? Doesn't
He likes roasting you the most.
I hope you're editing this one, you fuck.
Does he have something against Anthony?
No.
I think
We'll find out in this video.
Just kidding. On while it's still recording.
It's for sure gonna happen in this video.
Yeah, it'll happen in this video now. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited about it. By the way, I always liked you, Kai. I always thought you were tight.
I knew you were a good one.
No, dude, have you seen the America edit that he did?
Yeah, that was really good.
He did an America edit where like I forgot what you guys said, but it just like sparked off something in his brain where he was like, I'm just gonna throw in all the most American.
Dude, tell him keep it up,
Dude,
man.
we
Those
should
are great.
do, because some of these videos do get missed if you don't watch it, right?
Yeah.
You should do one video once a month of greatest edit moments. Because you guys spend so much time.
That sounds like a
doing
good
these
social
great-
media clip.
He's already like, you want me to do more work?
He's like, he's like this. Ching,
Yeah, he's like
ching.
a la carte editing.
I mean, we don't even. Okay, I shouldn't even say this on camera, but we don't even. What do you call it? Charge you guys for adding more to the video. That's just a part of our service. Like, we're just gonna try to make it like as best as we can with what we have.
Charge us more for the time.
Wait, so isn't adding more gonna use more time? So isn't that?
With funny stuff, it's kind of just up in the air because if I like charge for it, that means I have to come up with funny stuff every single time now to make the.
No, he doesn't charge for the funny. He charges for the length.
How much do you charge to cut off his punchlines to things?
Nothing.
Yeah, he does that for free with glee.
For the love of the
He
game.
gives a discount.
Also, this is not the company name anymore.
Oh wow, Nick! Jesus Christ!
Yeah, whenever I watch a video where a bunch of us are laughing at something and the person who said the thing is not in the video, I'm always like, that's respect.
How'd you do that? That was amazing.
Really good.
And that doesn't cost extra, which is sick.
Yeah, that's a miracle.
It's included. That's like, candy. It's guaranteed.
I love freaking roasting that.
I guess
who
if you
did that
roll it
one?
back, you could hear what the person said, so that's kind of great.
But we don't know if it's a Candy Edits team video or a Hasegawa video.
You'll know. It'll say it in the description.
Well, you gotta look into the. We gotta look into it. Yeah.
We gotta Google it.
I'm just pissed about Dustin.
What's that?
Dustin.
That's what I mean.
The fact that
Oh, the joke of when Bart said Tustin, when Min said Tustin.
And then all the guys are laughing about it. That's the most recent one I'm citing.
But yeah, it was like a low key thing that happened, but the editor didn't catch it. Dang. But it's okay. I explained it in context, and then people got it in the reel.
Oh, I see.
So it's a real pain in the ass for that.
You can still hear him. You can still hear him say it, but it's on that side.
Oh, okay.
But it would have been hard to catch. You'd have to be really watching it.
You'd have to like watch and see that everyone in the room is laughing.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to go back a little bit and see why they're laughing, and then you have to cut to that one.
You know what I realized is every time I train somebody new on JK News, like I have to like explain to them there's gonna be a lot happening because it's not a normal conversation. Yeah. And there's six people talking. How do you know like who to cut to? And really, you have to use your intuition. Yeah. And I realized after going through like a lot of different editors is like, oh, not everybody has that sense of like, you just have to tell them like, hey, some people's brains work differently where you have to tell them, hey, cut this, do that, and give them instructions. Whereas some people, like Kai, he's just intuitive. He's like, okay, I know where the flow is. And
I think a lot of people don't even understand conversation either, like what to focus on. Like, you know, like in improv, we're taught like there's this bouncing ball and you focus on that and you actually play with a physical ball. And I think that's a good physical reference to what is really happening because in normal group conversations, people will segue into their own shit into the corners and it'll be like, and it would come back together for one person monologuing or whatever, right? But then you can't do that here. And if you do, it kind of fucks it up.
that was Colleen in the beginning. Remember Colleen in the beginning?
just talking shit on her.
Colleen in the beginning. She used to sidebar all the time.
Non-stop.
Yeah.
No, non-stop.
It would make me feel like we were in class because then she would like crack jokes at me, and then Joe would be like, "No sidebar," and I'd be like, "Shut up, Colleen." Yeah. I wasn't even saying anything.
He like blew up one time.
No, I'm talking on that side. You know what's funny is I would have been team like, yeah, great. Oh, it sucks the boss is here. But when you're hosting and you're trying to keep the conversation like on track, I am with Joe. Yeah. That is like the most fucking frustrating shit.
It's distracting because I see all your eyes on us, and I'm like, "Fuck."
And I didn't realize it until like you're in the host chair and you're just trying to like, hey, and like that is really tough.
Yeah, actually, that makes it confusing for editing as well because you're like, should I focus on the side conversation? Because it is funny, but then there's no context.
But by the way, that's us doing a bad job. Like that's not. I don't blame you guys for that one bit. That's us doing a bad job and not following the ball like Joe says.
Unless
I should ignore Colleen, but I don't.
The Tustin thing, I think.
No, I'm
like,
just joking about that.
funny.
It's so dumb, and he saved it in a funnier way. It wasn't something to be saved.
No, it's an example though of like that has happened before, and it's not a big deal. Nobody's crying about it.
It's not a big deal.
No, yeah, it's not a make or break. No, it's nowhere near that.
It just has to be. sympathize with the person probably watching because they're so confused as to why everyone's laughing out of nowhere, and then there's no reference point for them.
Right.
I always just feel bad.
And it would only be like JK hardcores that would notice that truly.
And roll it back even. Most people are like, I'm playing fucking Skyrim right now. I'm not even gonna catch that shit. You know what I mean? Like, why would?
Right. It's like a bonus thing.
But it is hard to edit if you don't have comedic timing and if you don't really understand how conversation.
It's hard to teach unless you're an expert at like teaching comedy, which I'm not.
But I also noticed that people
you
don't
are.
understand, like, well, for example, not just comedy, but people don't actually understand a lot of words.
What?
Like in general. No, if you,
¿Por qué?
like, sometimes they don't, their reading comprehension is just bad. Like, have you ever explained things to people and then like, they're just
Oh, you're
like,
talking about when you're talking to some people who are you're trying to get like clear notes on the edit or something, and they don't know what the hell you're talking.
they don't even understand like
Like when you're managing a team?
what's happening in general in a conversation where maybe they're taking like maybe they understand 50% and then the rest they fill the context up and then they guess what it means. You know what I mean? So like they don't really know what's going on 90% of the time, or maybe like it's just we're talking about sports or something that's like going over their heads, right? And then they're just like, well, I'm gonna edit to my best ability, but I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's a good example because think about it. When we used to do news stuff, like there would be such a variety of topics that if you give this to a person that doesn't know like most of these things, like maybe they're like or whatever, it's gonna be hard to understand context because that you kind of just have to figure out if you already are a part of the conversation. You understand what's going on.
It's almost like editing like a Spanish video and you can't speak Spanish and you can pick out a few words, but they're editing that. And I think a lot of people do that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's also that, but plus the volume amount of videos that we have to do too. It's like hard to like go. All right, what's every?
You and me both, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, girl saying.
Also, have any of you guys ever watched like 4 or 5 hours worth of JK in a row?
No, I can't.
I think I hate myself enough already.
I think I have because
blow my fucking-
I had to like watch and upload them. Yeah.
Usually that's what I do because I have to find the reels, so I have to just play 5 hours straight of it.
Yeah.
That's tough. 'Cause
I've definitely watched.
Do you do it in 2x speed?
No, I do it in regular speed. I'm not gonna know what's happening if it's 2x. Yeah.
I think at this point I must have watched like over 1,000 hours.
Obsessed.
Yeah, Jesus, dude, stalker.
A lot.
Obsessed, geez.
Yeah, and you know when you edit, you have to go back and rewatch the. And so I'm like watching it over and over.
When I see these,
I didn't know we had our biggest fan in the room.
yeah,
sit
dude,
right here next to us.
for sure.
It is pretty funny though that when you do watch every single video, you really do. You can really tell when like the video's not gonna get any better. You know what I mean? Like the energy's so low in the first half that you're just like, I'm not gonna get a reel out of this shit. You just skip it.
It's like these guys are literally watching the clock waiting for lunch.
Yeah, you can just tell. Sometimes it's like, oh my god, these dudes are so tired. Yeah.
More words, more words.
Dude, it's hard. But another part of my my favorite edits when I'm personally editing the videos, I like to do funny edits on Nick, just cause he always has.
Oh, dude, that's the fucking star. You have to
I
have.
hate when you zoom in on me, bro. Or like when Bart's talking and I look, sometimes my face, bro, I'm like, damn, that's what I look like. That's what I look. I'm like,
Why do you think I do it? I do it for you. Oh my. For you personally to go, what the fuck? Why? I'm not even talking.
I roll my eyes. I'm like, fucking man, dude. But I know you have to change the perspective every like 5 seconds.
I do it just so you go, why does he keep doing that?
Yeah, like I love zooming on Nick doing the most random motions because it's just so funny.
But yeah, it does help for reels to just change angle because sometimes it's usually based on one person saying a lot. So
Yeah.
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 You just cut into them getting distracted or something.
Some of the stuff I will say, like out of all the comedy stuff I watch on YouTube or whatever, like some of the JK stuff genuinely makes me laugh.
Dude, I actually laugh when I'm watching JK. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. Usually this fucking guy.
Yeah.
So I think that's what helps when you're editing so much of it is if you enjoy it and you think it's funny, then yeah, dude, I could edit.
And you understand the humor.
for sure.
So I think like when you bring on new people, maybe for homework, they just gotta watch the content of the finished
You gotta
product.
make them be a fan. Stick their head into this.
This is not an edit, but one of my like favorite moments from you, Joe, is when you guys were like rattling off like Pakistan, fucking Uzbekistan, all these stand, and he fucking goes hot dog stand.
Yeah, easy stuff. Love it.
I was like, yo, that came out of nowhere. Remember that? It's like hot dog stand.
That was a fastball.
Yeah.
We were talking about all the stands.
Yeah, like you're just saying a bunch of different like something stand like a country, and then he would fucking say hot dog stand.
Usually the low key like little jabs are the funniest when you watch it again.
Yeah.
And like the stuff that we're all laughing at's not nearly as funny as like catching these little things. Yeah.
There's a lot of good moments.
When
for
you
sure.
when you have to like train a new editor or something like that, and then you give them an example video, like which video do you reference?
He doesn't do that. That's
Jason Cheney picking who to date.
So I don't use any reference videos. I just give them a video that like you guys just shot, the most recent stuff, because sometimes the format changes, like because obviously you guys used to do news, now you guys do more like Careful Boy stuff. So I try to give them like, hey, here's something that hasn't been out yet, but let me show you what I would do. And I go, look, see, Joe said something funny right here, but nobody caught it. Let's try to focus on that, so that way the audience is watching and going like, oh, there's more happening in the room, and like this is where the funny is. I always tell them, follow where the funny is, and if you can't find it, yeah.
That's good advice.
Dude, follow the funny.
Yeah.
That's a really good line. Like follow the money.
It's almost the same.
It's almost
because
FONEY.
Yeah.
There it is, dude.
Guy didn't get sleep last night. Didn't sleep last night.
I didn't sleep last night.
He's
I'm hanging on by a fucking thread.
He's holding on.
Yeah, it's the
still
funniest
drunk.
when someone's like saying something serious and then something funny is happening, and it's like, let's cut to that because that's fucking funny.
That was the Tustin moment for sure.
Yeah, but sometimes people can't catch it. Like that's why I always tell them, you can't teach this, dude. It's hard. It's
I like
hard to teach.
it when we didn't have an extra person to sit in, so we only had 5 people here, right? So we're like, oh yeah, let's edit a second Ryan, and everybody's like, well, it's crazy there's a second Ryan, blah blah blah, right? And then we had another day when there was only 5 people here, and I was like, oh, there's only me on this side. Hey, make a second me. And he was like, no.
It's a lot of work, dude. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work because we tried it once with Ryan. I'm like,
And it was successful.
yeah, but it's.
But then it would be running the same bit. You have to do something different.
Yeah, we gotta change it up, man.
A second Anthony would be.
You could have done 3 of
It's a
them.
nightmare.
I think chicks out there would be fucking puddling all over the place. I don't think you could do a second.
We'd have to elevate the bit. It'd have to be Anthony and then shirtless Anthony over
You
here.
have to have a tight.
if you take
know
off
what
your
I'm
shirt
saying?
and sit here for like, I don't know, like however long, I'll cut you into a video.
It should have been Anthony and then 2016 Anthony when he was a guest.
But then the walls would be different.
Wow.
That's what they use mask.
You gotta open with a disclaimer though. Be like, chicks, if you're out there, wear diapers for this one.
Dude, that's
Put some
actually
towels
pretty
under your
good.
seat.
You're not getting through this one without.
This guy has an aura. Watch out.
He does have aura, dude.
Yeah, dude. All right. I know. I just learned about that shit.
What are some other ways that you would have liked that part to be different?
No, it's just I like it when Cam denies me.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of fun, huh?
That's my favorite when like I forgot what happened, but like this one day, no one had ripped on each other at all yet. It was like still in the morning, and I think the first rip of the day was Ken saying something to Anthony, and Anthony was like, "Okay, we're gonna have that kind of day, all right." And then
It was out of nowhere.
and then the rest of the day, he was going after you for everything.
Forgot what it was.
And it was like unreal. It was like Israel versus Gaza. It was like, Jesus, dude. Leave him alone a little bit. You made your point.
It's
so
one-sided, man. Leave
You
him
know
alone.
what's funny is like sometimes I would say things that are really mean, but I didn't even mean it to be that mean.
Because you're talking.
It's even worse.
I'm just blunt.
Oh yeah.
So you mean it? That's fucked up.
So it was a real thought that just sounded fucked up.
That's not sarcasm or jokes.
It wasn't fucked up.
It was
just
real.
sounded
It was
bad.
real.
The thing that made it funny was that it was neutral territory all morning until you. And you broke the ice.
Dude, Can's holding up a box of cereal that says, oops, all finishers.
Yeah. All fatalities? Wait, we didn't even get to fight. I started the round off like this already.
The factory made a mistake. It's all finishers today.
Yeah, that's what made it funny because it was like everyone was still just, nobody had made fun of anyone and then you just out the gate killed it.
Ruined the momentum.
I like it.
It was like 4 in a row too. I was like, what?
Yeah, he kept going, what the hell?
Oh, was it like when you said something about like being buff or something like that, or good looking, or long hair. We were talking about hair or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna bring it back.
It's like, oh yeah,
He's
you
gonna
would,
dunk on
you would
you
look
again.
good if you were buff or something.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, that's what it is.
That was just a genuine thought.
He was so innocent. He goes, "Yeah, I think I would like to rock long hair," and you were like, "Yeah, it would look good if you were buff."
I didn't say it like that though. I didn't say it like that.
I will leave this place. I'll be sitting in the car with Nikki. She's like, "What you guys talking about?" And I'm like, I don't even remember. And Can's like, I remember the sick burn on Anthony 3 months ago.
Bro, my hard drive.
It was like something along those lines, but the delivery was so funny, dude. I was dying.
Cause he meant it.
Yeah, he meant.
No, I think it's funny that he was. Well, yeah, I guess he did. Yeah.
If you were buff.
He innocently meant it.
Oh my god.
You asshole, Can.
I'm an asshole.
You're a fucking asshole.